We kicked off our Wagga Wagga adventure with a visit to the iconic Wagga Beach. Yes, a beach in the middle of the country. After that, we took a stroll through the charming streets, soaking in the historic buildings and local vibe. Then it was off to the beautiful Botanical Gardens for a wander. But the real highlight was discovering that Wagga Wagga has its very own version of Monopoly. Because, of course it does. Wagga Wagga is about a 5-hour drive from Sydney. Hey guys, welcome back to this episode. Today we are taking you to a place called Wagga Wagga in New South Wales. As we rolled into Wagga Wagga, we were greeted by that classic Aussie countryside. Open fields, long roads and endless skies. It's a peaceful drive that sets the tone for what's to come. Soon the scenery shifted and we found ourselves in the heart of town, cruising down the main street of Wagga Wagga. And our first stop was Wagga Beach. Okay, we have just got ourselves to Wagga and we are heading straight to the famous Wagga Beach. So, all Russells in tow, let's go and have a look. Emma, myself and the 3 Jack Russells took a peaceful stroll along the walking track at Wagga Wagga Beach, right on the banks of the Marrambidya River. This spot has been a favourite swimming and picnic area for over a century. Locals have been coming here to cool off since the early 1900s. And down by the water's edge at Wagga Beach, you'll find a stretch of smooth, sun-warmed rocks lining the shoreline. It's a favourite spot for sitting and watching the river flow by, or, for a more adventurous pup, the perfect launch pad for a splash. The rocks give the beach its unique charm, blending the natural riverbank feel with a laid-back Aussie vibe. Okay, so this is the rocks at Wagga Beach. Is that correct?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
It's nice. It says swimming, no swimming, but I guess that's just because there's a bit of strong current there that I can see.
Yeah, there is a bit of a current. Oh, look, what's that down there? Is that a bird or a platypus? I just saw something go in the water. Once home to a historic swimming enclosure and diving boards, it's long been the heart of summer in Wagga. These days it's still just as popular, with walking tracks that wind through shady gums, perfect for relaxing, wandering and soaking in those river views. I have to say, Wagga Beach is quite relaxing, isn't it? Quite nice. Peaceful?
Yeah, very peaceful.
Bit of a country charm.
Oh, I love the trees and the river's stunning.
So we set off along the walking track with the fur babies, thinking we'd already made it to Wagga Beach. The dogs were loving it, sniffing everything in sight and leading the way like the little tour guides they are. But after a good wander, we realised we weren't even at the actual beach yet. Just goes to show there's so much to explore along the river. You might accidentally even enjoy a whole adventure before you even arrive. It's really pretty. When they said Wagga Beach, I thought it was just like a little bit of sand.
Yeah.
It's actually really lovely.
Stunning, yeah. The trees are, like all these gums, just really nice.
Isn't it?
And the pathway's done really well. Like I think, I have to look up how long this walk is actually. So I'm not
I
sure.
heard someone say that they do the whole 40 kilometres. I wonder. We will. We'll look it up and we'll pop it.
Well, we won't do the 40 kilometres, but we'll look it up.
No, we won't. We're going to look it up and we're going to pop it on here. Oh, watch out ahead. Okay, I just read a sign that says Wagga Beach this way. So we're not even at Wagga Beach yet.
It's like the Wagga Beach precinct.
The precinct park.
I don't know, I just made up that name. It's very nice though.
It's really lovely. I feel very relaxed. Very relaxed and chilled. This fat foxy though, where is he? Come on. Tell you what, he is 17 now. 17. And he keeps up. Don't you worry. I mean, he doesn't do it the whole time, but when he's out walking, you can see he's out walking. It's a very dear little chap. And here we are, we've arrived at Wagga Beach. Nice playground over there for kids. Nice grass area, barbecue area, nice sitting area. And after having a frolic around on the grass, it was time to take those Russells down to the beach to soak up some sand. Fat Foxy on Wagga Beach? You going in, Fox? The Russells on Wagga Beach. Been to Noosa Beach? That's as far as you can go in, Russells. The Fat Fox is going in as well. Oh, I think he's been in the water for a long time. And after Billy had finished, it was Ozzy's turn on the long lead in Wagga Beach. Mr. Fishies. And after some frolicking in the sand and pretending to be a lifeguard, that was it for Wagga Beach. We decided to head into town and have a look around. Okay, so Wagga is not a small town at all. It actually has about 70,000 people here, and it is also home to one of the Charles Sturt universities. And we snagged a great park right in the middle of the main street. Wagga Wagga's main street has the perfect blend of country charm and city convenience. Lined with heritage buildings, boutique shops, cafes and wide footpaths, it's the kind of place where you can grab a coffee, admire the old architecture and take your time exploring. It's busy enough to feel alive, but it still keeps that relaxed regional vibe. Hey, we're just walking down the main street and it's pretty quiet today actually. It's a Sunday. Everything's quite closed. This is a pretty building. After our walk along the streets, we stop in at Meccanico Café and instantly loved the vibe. In industrial style with a cool laid-back feel. It's one of those places that feels effortlessly stylish with great coffee, fresh food and a space that just invites you to linger a little longer. Whether you're here for brunch or just a little pit stop, this cafe nails it. And yep, it's dog friendly too. Out the back of Meccanico is where the real magic happens, the courtyard. It's cool open air space with rustic brick walls, leafy plants and that perfect mix of sunshine and shade. The vibe is super relaxed, little like an urban oasis tucked away from the street. It was the perfect spot to sit back with a coffee and let the dogs chill and just soak it all in. We wandered out from the cafe and we stumbled across the Riverina Hotel, one of Wagga's classic pubs with that old school charm. It's got all the country pub vibes you'd expect, from the traditional facade to the friendly locals hanging out the front. Whether you're after a hearty meal or just a cold drink, or just even soaking in the atmosphere, the Riverina's a solid spot to add to your Wagga Wander. We headed on out of the pub and went straight to the van because we were hungry for some lunch. So we've been looking where to go for lunch and we ended up back at Wagga Beach. Is that correct?
That's correct. We were going to go to a cafe, but then it closed because it was a bit quiet in town today. So
They thought they'd give themselves an early
we
mark,
were all
which
prepped to go and sit in this nice courtyard, but it closed. So we're here eating a sandwich at Wagga Beach.
is the beauty of van life, is that when cafes close, our cafe opens.
True.
And Ozzy would like some sandwich, but you are not having any, my boy. He goes, it looks so yummy though. No.
Dirty wholemeal.
I've got a question for everybody out there. My question is, do you like wholemeal bread? What's your answer, Emma? By that lip turn?
Look, it's good for you, but no. Not on a nice fresh sandwich. It's a bit dry. I think you just add more butter to compensate for the wholemeal anyway.
Okay, let's rank bread. Multigrain, wholemeal and white bread in order of deliciousness.
For a fresh white sandwich.
Yeah.
Fresh sandwich. White.
White bread first,
Then multigrain.
second multigrain, agree, and third,
Wholemeal.
right down the bottom, is wholemeal.
You can have some toast with Vegemite. That's about it.
So here is our delicious wholemeal ham and cheese and tomato sandwich. And the thing with wholemeal is this is a fresh loaf of bread and it already feels stale. Don't you think? It tastes stale already. Don't you think?
I'm trying to chew it.
I can hear you crunching from here. And as we chowed down our ham and cheese sandwich on the delicious, crunchy wholemeal bread, the pups caught a bit of a rest to recuperate for some more exploring further on in the day. And this is where we decided to pull up for lunch, in a nice deserted car park. Wagga Beach is just past those trees over that hill, and the tourist centre is just behind the van. Emma's making us a coffee in the van, and I think I might pop the drone up in the air to have a look and see what Wagga Beach looks like from a bird's eye view. I managed to get a few beautiful shots of Wagga Beach from above, the river winding through the landscape, the trees casting shadows on the sand. It was looking amazing. But then, disaster struck. My drone took a slight detour, straight into a tree. One crunch later, it was on the ground, in pieces. Okay, so, a tip when flying drones. Oh dear, don't fly them near the trees, because they end up like that. Drone disaster. That is my drone. Oh dear. And I just scrambled down here because I crashed into this and one of my legs are up there somewhere. Oh dear. Okay, so let's go back up here. Can't seem to see the leg anywhere. Not that I think it's going to matter, because the other arm has just like snapped full off. Right, I'm probably going to break my arm getting back up this hill. Right, I think I'm going to need two hands to get back up here. Okay, so this is the drone.
Oh,
Great.
no. I think you said it was a bit windy.
Well, it was a bit windy, but where I went wrong was I had it up in the trees and I went back and I went, oh, that was a nice shot going through the trees. But then I pressed down instead of forward or backwards, and this is what happened. It went and its arm is still up in the tree somewhere. Emma thinks it's funny. As I said though...
I don't think it's funny. I think it's... Well, you have to laugh.
You do have to laugh. And as I said, get insurance if you're flying a drone because it is well worth it, as you can see just now. Next on our to-do list was to visit the Wagga Wagga Visitors Centre. Right, we're going to go in and have a look at the Visitors Centre at Wagga. What were you saying, Sim? A shop?
I think it's a shop.
Yeah.
And let's go check out some brochures and things. See what's around.
Let's go. Let's go in and have a look at one of the top attractions in Wagga. Here we go, Wagga Wagga Visitors Information Centre. Let's go in. Inside the Wagga Wagga Visitor Information Centre, there's more than just brochures. It's a showcase of the region's best local produce. From jams and honey to wines and handmade goodies, it's a great little taste of the Riverina. We were excited to see products from the Junie licorice and chocolate factory too. So if you missed it on the road trip, you can still stock up on those delicious treats right here. Other than the token Wagga hat and beer cooler, we were excited to find out that Wagga has its very own Monopoly game. You heard it. After the visitors centre, we decided to head home and have a bit of a relax as we'd had a big day. Okay, and part of our routine at night is to, what's the time? It's about 6, just on dusk. We take the Russells for a walk and yeah, it just makes them a little bit more relaxed, doesn't it?
For the evening.
Even though when they are on holiday and we're travelling, they absolutely are exhausted by this time, aren't they?
All the walking and exploring new places.
Yeah.
They're overwhelmed, I think. So.
But we like to take them out to get their toiletries done and we'll go back and then have some dinner. So, one of my most favourite things to do when I'm walking around the campsites at a camp, like Caravan park, is to smell all the cooking, all the different the sausages smell good, but then like these people behind us are cooking some kind of Asian delight. Absolutely smells amazing. And then there's people up there that are smelling some kind of like, they had like some kind of Mexican spice rub. It's like, it's just so good. It makes you just want to eat.
And what are we having?
Well, one of our favourite things to do is to not have to do much when we're actually camping, correct?
Yes.
So I made up a 2 kilo spag bowl before we left, but it's not obviously to take, we only took one with us. I love cooking and making things so that we can just reheat it. So Emma is
We're
making...
quite lazy.
We are lazy.
With cooking, no, we like to be doing stuff and not spending our time.
Exactly. We're so exhausted because we just do so much during the day that we just like to have quick, easy meals at night time. So Emma's cooking up some pasta and we're reheating the bolognese. Dinner done. Everyone is very tired tonight after a big day at Wagga Beach. Ozzy is sleeping on the passenger seat and Billy is so cute in her little bed in between the seats. Snoozer's a great size actually. That's a size small snoozer and it sits perfectly between our 2 seats. So we're able to fit all 3 doggies nicely in the van. So I decided tonight to do something a little bit different, and that was to go and have a shower in the shower blocks because we're in a caravan park tonight. So I thought, why not try the shower blocks? Quickly got in there under the shower and went, oh my gosh, I have forgotten everything. So I had no shampoo, no body wash, but I did have moisturiser. So if you're ever in doubt and you have no shampoo or body wash with you, use the moisturiser because it worked a treat. I smell great. Quickly got outside, dried myself off, got outside. There was a huge crack of thunder and lightning and a downpour of rain. So I had to dry myself when I got back to the van again. I think I might just stick to having a shower in our van from now on. But I have to say, the water pressure in the showers was fabulous. The next morning we woke up, fed the dogs breakfast, had breakfast for us, and then headed towards Wagga Wagga Botanical Gardens. Good morning, everybody.
Today we are exploring the Wagga Botanical Gardens, Wagga Wagga Botanical Gardens. So they are dog friendly. It's a bit cooler today, so we're going to get them all out for a bit of a walk and an explore.
Yes, the fat foxy has woken up. We were contemplating leaving him, but he has woken up with a bang this morning because it's a bit cooler. It's about 22 degrees. So he is ready to go. Let's do it. We started our walk through the Wagga Wagga Botanical Gardens and were instantly surprised by how beautiful and peaceful it was. Well-kept paths, lush greenery, and pops of colour everywhere. It was really more than what we expected. Nice little touch. They've got a little water bottle area for doggies along the walk. So if it's a hot day or if your dog needs to stop and have a drink, they can have a drink here. And of course, Ozzy took the opportunity to have a quick hydrate. Nice barbecue areas. And not far in, we stumbled across a little miniature railway and a cute little bridge crossing over it. And as we kept wandering, we found ourselves walking towards the Chinese garden section, where I saw a sign that said, "Beware of snakes." Snake sighted in area. Okay, there's a sign here that says snake sighted in area. And it's not just like a scribbled sign, it's like a proper sign. So I'm thinking that this is a snake's home. And I'm thinking, we don't want to go down there. What's your thoughts, Emma?
It's quite cool. I might go have a look without the doggies.
So Emma went in, had a bit of a look around, and the three Russells and I stayed put outside. As much as they probably wanted to go in and hunt for it, I didn't. So Emma has gone into Snakeland territory, and me and the Russells are staying outside in safety. Hopefully she comes back. I did tell her to film, so if she doesn't come back, I think I'm going to have to go in for the phone. Just kidding. Gosh, so after all that, to see the dingoes, which we really want to see, I think you have to go through here. So now we all have to go through. All right, let's go. If I see a snake, I'm going to scream and then run. It doesn't help that all these things look like snakes. Hopefully it's asleep. It's quite cool. Very nervous. Ugh. We made it out safely. Whew. But, I mean, snakes don't know boundaries, so who's to say the snake hasn't ventured out for its daily slither up here? So, I think we need to be vigilant everywhere we go. After our snake hunt, we came across the Shakespearean Garden, a quiet, leafy space filled with plants mentioned in his plays.
So I was just reading that the Wagga Shakespeare Club was formed in 1904 and it's the longest running, continuously running Shakespeare club in the world.
Wow.
So I wonder if they come and do some,
In the world.
yeah, in the world. So I wonder if they come and do some readings in here. It's very lovely.
Probably do.
It's calm.
It is calming. All right, so here, I think, is it up around the corner here?
Yeah, we're coming up to the zoo. Little zoo, I think.
Little zoo. And we're going to have to watch our little fur friends because apparently there's a dingo enclosure. Oh, there's kangaroos. That's not going to go well.
Let's go back. Can we get out this way?
Oh, we need to see the enclosure.
Yeah, we can, but we can go around the other way.
I'll just go this way with Bidgee and show everybody. So if you come down here, come on Bidgee, let's go and see some kangaroos. Look at this. So this is the little zoo, apparently. Oh, it's pretty cute. And just here, if you zoom in, the little kangaroos just hanging out. Okay, so here it does say all dogs can go in, but just to be kept on a lead. And as we were walking through the zoo, we were greeted by a pair of curious dingoes that came right up to say hello. Or maybe they just had their eyes on our plump little Foxy, who was looking a little bit too much like lunch for our liking, so we didn't hang around too long after that. Oh gosh, they're coming. Okay, they're very interested in BJ. That's slightly terrifying. Hello. Hello. Okay. So I think the dingoes might want to eat BJ, which is not great. So we decided to take the doggies back to the van, and Emma's going to go and have a look at the dingo closure by herself without the doggies. Look, you were allowed to take the doggies near the dingo enclosure. There's like a little park there that it says dogs allowed on lead, but it's right next to the dingo enclosure. And after seeing their reaction, I don't think it's fair on them. So we decided to just take the dogs straight back to the van and let the dingoes do their thing and let people look at the dingoes with no dogs around. While Emma popped in to check out the rest of the zoo, the fur babies and I chilled out in the van. Then I got the message. A friend had just sent me a text message because they spotted something that stopped me in my tracks. A photo of our handsome boy Ozzy on a Dentistix poster and Bunnings. Okay, I've left Emma in the car and I'm going to Bunnings to have a little look at something because our little famous boy Ozzy is on a Dentistix ad. So I'm going to go and have a look and see if he's here. So naturally I did what any proud dog mum would do. I hunted down the nearest Bunnings, marched in with Ozzy and got a photo of him with his poster. He was mortified. Being forced to pose for his mum, one quick snap and he was dragging me back to the door, clearly over the whole celebrity lifestyle. Our next stop was Bidgee Strawberries. Okay, here we are at Bidgee's Strawberry and Cream. We're going to go in and have a look and see if we can get some delicious strawberries.
Yes, or a milkshake.
Let's go in. And it was berry heaven. We loved wandering around, checking out all the fresh produce, homemade goodies, and of course, rows of juicy strawberries just waiting to be picked. The farm shop was packed with local treats, and we couldn't leave without grabbing a jar of their delicious strawberry jam. Safe to say, it didn't last long once we got back into the van. Okay, so what did we get?
We got some strawberry jam.
Strawberry jam, and it was $11, which is okay. I don't mind paying for, fresh made jam.
Yeah.
But what was weird is because it's a public holiday, I think, there was a surcharge on jam.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. I can imagine if we ate at the cafe, but on a product. Anyway,
Bizarre.
interesting.
Anyway, as you are. Our next stop was the Marrambidya Wetlands. Alrighty, we are at the wetlands. I don't know if I should pronounce this. Marrambidya Wetlands. We're going to have a look. It was established in 2015 from disused sewage treatment ponds. And it's now a 20-hectare recreational wetland area. So we're going to go and have a look. We're going to be a little bit careful because it is heating up and we don't want to see snakies. And as you can see by the sign, it is dogs on leash. So we're right to take the hounds. We parked the van, let the Russells out and set off for a walk through the Marrambidya Wetlands. It was instantly calming, the kind of place where you feel like you've just stepped right into the heart of the country. Plenty of people were out enjoying the trails, making the most of this stunning space, and the peaceful atmosphere really hit us as we walked along. At one point on the walk, we even spotted some horses watching quietly from a nearby paddock, just adding to the serene rural charm. Dogs were in their element, sniffing the whole way. They absolutely loved it, and so did we. So it's quite nice here, really peaceful, and it's been done quite well. Definitely though, we're very aware of snakes and making sure that we don't see any snakes. The walking paths wind around beautiful stretches of water, reflecting the sky and trees, with bird life flitting across the surface. After our peaceful walk through the wetlands, we definitely worked up an appetite, so we headed back to that cafe that we spotted the day before. So we've come back to the cafe that was shut yesterday, and we're going to get lunch here today. It's super cute and it has paninis, which look amazing. So Emma is starting with a cappuccino. It's quite nice. Very coffee. What's great about this cafe and about Wagga too is, as you can see, just there, that's where we parked our van. So the doggies are in there and we're here enjoying a nice lunch without them. Poor doggies. And check out our delicious lunch. I got a panini and Emma got a pasta. Homemade pasta?
Delicious, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice fennel taste, yummy.
You're on board.
I'm on board.
I just had to film this. Look at this little pickle. It's so cute.
It's a corny chunk.
A what?
Corny chunk, isn't it? Corny. I don't know.
What in good's name is that? Looks delicious. How do I even tackle this? It's got chips with it.
Big bite.
Oh my god, it's huge.
You could cut it in half. That's what the knife's for.
No, I'm just gonna eat it. Yum. Really good. Fresh. That pesto. Just check out that panini. It looks amazing. We headed back to our camp just in time to enjoy this beautiful sunset. Beautiful sunset through that way, and then over here are all the little bats, flying foxes, ready to wake up for the evening. I'll see if I can zoom in and show you. Sleeping in the tree. It's our last night here at Ingenia Holiday Park at Wagga Wagga, and check that sunset out. It is amazing. This is the off-grid non-power sites here, which is pretty nice. What do you think, Ozzy? He thinks I'm looking for food, Mama. But before we end this episode, let's take you through the park so you can see if you'd like to stay here too. Hey guys, today we are staying at the Big Four holiday parks Ingenia at Wagga Wagga. Let's take you through the park and show you what it is like this way. Before our stay in Wagga Wagga, we chose the Big Four Ingenia Holidays Park. and it turned out to be the perfect base for our adventures. It's nestled along the banks of the Marrambidya River, and it's just 2 kilometres from the town centre. The park offers a peaceful riverside setting with easy access to all local attractions. The park boasts a variety of accommodation options to suit all travellers, including modern cabins, powered and unpowered sites, and spacious drive-through sites for larger vehicles. Many of these options are pet friendly, so our furry companions were more than welcome. Facilities at the park are top notch. We enjoyed the shaded swimming pool, perfect for a refreshing dip, and the adventure playground will keep your kids entertained. And if that's not enough, have a go at the giant chess set. The camp kitchen and barbecue areas make meal times a breeze. They have undercover seating, they have barbecues with an exhaust fan to get that smoke out of your eyes when you're cooking those snags. And down the other end of the camp kitchen, there's a couple of TVs to keep you entertained, a couple of fridges, and the usual toaster, sandwich press, microwave, jug, and a sink to wash up your dishes in. And the amenities block ensured that you had everything you need for a comfortable stay. Inside, the toilets were clean, there was plenty of stalls and showers to be used. Nice and clean. Nice little area there just to pop your things while you're having a shower. Some sinks and some mirrors to beautify yourself when you're out. They had a cute little touch. They had some hand towels there too that you could use, which I thought was nice. And inside the laundry had some space to do some ironing if you were going out on the town and you wanted to iron those frocks. Had some washing machines and some dryers, and just note that they were coin operated, not cards, so make sure you have some coins with you when you come to the park if you want to do some washing. And just here were the drive-through sites, so there was only a couple of these were for larger rigs, and they were right next to the electrical vehicle charging, which I think was great that they have that now. I'm seeing those more and more in parks, which is a really good thing. Across from the amenities there was some more powered sites, which is great, and just up the road from that there was some cabins which looked quite cute and cosy. And then we had some more power sites as well, walking towards the waterways. And then you head this way, and this way takes you to the boat ramp. So if you're coming with some kayaks or a boat, there is a boat ramp at the end of this street. And just here they had a dump point, which was behind a nice little fence, and the bins are all locked away in a nice little area, and they had a nice touch of dog poo bags as well. Thanks for watching this episode, guys. If you liked it, please press like, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because it's free.